Icon Industrial Services presents Kim Baccia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for coming, and thanks for watching Kim's Just Asking. For those of you who don't know me, I am an open book. I tell all. For example, if I was to pee my pants a little bit right now, which I didn't, but I would say, uh-oh, I just peed my pants a little. I wouldn't run to the bathroom and try to be secretive. I would share with all of you. I feel it makes people feel that we're all the same, we're very real people, and why not, you know? Anyway, sometimes I probably shouldn't share as much as I do. For example, one time I was at the mall with my daughter, and this is definitely a story I shouldn't tell. And I had her, and she was 2, and I have her on my leg like this, and I'm buying her some food in the food court. You know how we do this, you know, moms, keeping her happy and stuff like that. Just let me get my money out of my purse, that's all I need. So as I'm getting my money out of my purse and I'm doing this, she's touching the little stir straws in this little styrofoam cup. Okay, and I don't see that, of course. And so this lady comes over. She's a little older, but she was a little cranky. She says, don't touch those. And she takes the cup away from my daughter and puts it, you know, like back where it is and just says, don't touch those. And I thought, who is she to be yelling at my daughter? So the mama bear kicked in a little bit. You all have that? You're a mama bear? Yeah, I'm a bear, all right. Anyway, I thought, let me enlighten her. Maybe this lady doesn't have children. She doesn't know, so I'm still calm. I'm still nice and friendly, right? So I said to her, I think that if you don't want the kids to be touching the stir straws, I said, and I took them nicely, and I said, you might want to put them back here behind the napkins. Right? Simple solution. We're all happy. No big deal. She says to me, no. She takes the straws and says, you need, she puts them back, to train your daughter how to behave. And she turns and she's doing the register. As the blood started to boil and my daughter started to cry, I thought, okay, Kim, stay calm, you know. So I'm getting her the money, and I'm still kind of doing this, trying now not to make my daughter cry anymore. So I get the money out and I give it to her, and I said, you know, I said, if you don't want people to touch the straws or children to touch the straws, I said, you really should move them. And I said, but I'll do it for you. So I take the straws, and there's about 200 stir straws, and I did this, and I threw them everywhere, all over the whole food court. Yeah. And I think she at that point thought, wow, this lady's crazy. I tend to think of it as, wow, this is a mama bear, and she's angry because you yelled at her daughter and referred to her as an animal. So, I don't know. I just like to share because you've done something crazy like that. Good. Thank you very much for sharing. See, now you and I, we're a little closer. It's my friend over there. So anyway, I have a great show for you today. It has nothing to do with peeing pants or mama bears, but I think you're really going to enjoy it, and I have a very funny clip for you to watch first. So watch the clip and enjoy it. CR Electric Incorporated is a locally owned 24-hour electrical contractor specializing in industrial and commercial work with the ability to do design build and PE engineering projects. Stella & Dot designs an irresistible line of fashion jewelry and fashion accessories that can be purchased exclusively at home jewelry parties or online. Shop their collection of women's jewelry, including fashion necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, or become a stylist and have your own jewelry party, selling jewelry, handbags, and other accessories. It's like having your own jewelry company. Contact Melissa D'Apolito for more information. 330-540-7401. Thanks to my friends at Window World, not only do they stand behind their windows, they stand on them. Visit the showroom on Southern Boulevard in Boardman or call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW for your free in-home demonstration. Window World, simply the best for less. Simcoe Management knows how to make an apartment feel more like a home. They are a locally owned and family-operated business providing superior customer service to their residents since 1962. For all your housing needs, you can visit them online at www.simcoe.com. www.simco-apts.com. Simco Management, the area's finest in apartment living. Preston Hyundai Boardman is a proud sponsor of Kim's Just Asking. Hey everyone, here we are outside Dr. Winot's office. He's my dentist. That's right, my dentist. And when I'm sitting in his chair, I don't want to see his nose hairs. He's a very good looking man, but we want to make sure we keep him meticulous. So we're going to kidnap him and take him out of here and get his nose hairs clipped. So let's take a venture. Girls, I'm going to need you to clear Dr. Winot's schedule. Dr. Winot, I'm going to need you to put down the tools and come with me. I have a mission for you.
Kim, I have a patient.
Yeah, I can see that. But girlfriend, your teeth look great. Just brush twice a day and you'll be fine. Come on, Dr. Watt, I really need you to come with me. We have a mission.
Where are we going?
You don't need to know.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave me here?
It's all right.
Bye.
Excuse me. Excuse me, does anybody here trim nose hairs? I do. Well, Bonnie, this is my dentist, and when I go in to see Dr. Winot, I want to make sure that he's maintenanced well, okay? I went to a dentist in LA one time, and he had nose hairs coming out of his nose that I kind of have a little bit of a nightmare. Let's get started. How would you go about it? Do you want a haircut?
No. I thought maybe a perm.
Maybe a perm. Okay, Bonnie, if you could just show us and how you would go about doing something like that. I'd appreciate it.
Sure. We just take the clippers.
What do we use? Scissors?
Well, you can use both, scissors or clippers. Usually I use my little trimmers, my little
Okay.
T-edge trimmers.
You go inside my nose.
And
He's scared. Don't be scared.
actually, no, I don't.
Oh.
I don't go inside. I just trim on the outer edge.
Okay.
That's all.
That works for me.
Just on the outer edge, we just go. Anything hanging out over the nostril.
And a little bit like around the rim kind of a thing you would do?
Sure.
In case, you know, like if there was some hanging out. Beautiful. You're looking good, Doc. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, you're looking good, baby. I think you missed one right there, Bonnie. So Bonnie, I really appreciate that you took the time to clean Dr. Winot up here for my next appointment. I really appreciate it, but before we go, can I ask you to do me one more favor?
Sure.
Could you get his ear hair too?
Absolutely.
I'd like to welcome my next guest, who is not only my dentist, but I'd like to consider him a friend, Dr. Frank Winot. Hi, Dr. Winot, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Thank you so much. I had so much fun. You were such a good sport to do that for me. You know, when I first asked you, you know, I didn't want to offend you like you had nose hair problems, because obviously you don't. So I thought it was really neat that you just said, sure, I can do it. And I had a really good time with you. Bonnie was a really good sport too, don't you think?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. The Salon at Creekside, they're always really nice there, and they're a lot of fun. They don't only do haircuts, but they, you know, do nails, and they have a spa there too. So I'm there quite often. So yeah, they're pretty used to me over there. So to bring you in like that, I don't think they were really surprised. You know, were you?
No, not a bit. No.
That I would do something like that
No,
with you?
not a bit, knowing you.
No, I know, right? So I love your staff as well. They're always so nice to me, and the kids love to go there as well. So I really appreciate, you know, that you just have such a nice office and so warm. But I think you have a couple stories that maybe you could share that about the nose hair, because you told me one that I just thought was hysterical.
I think it's the reason that I'm on the show, actually.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think I told you that there was a time I was working on a little boy, and he was laying back in a chair, and he stopped me and he said, "I know why you're wearing that blue mask." And I said, "Why?" I thought he was going to tell me something medical, and he said,
Yeah.
"So I can't see the boogers up your nose."
Ah!
And I said, "That is exactly why I wear the mask."
So you're not hiding your nose hairs?
Not hardly.
No. All right. Well, I really
I
appreciate
do
it.
groom, yes.
You
yes.
do groom. Yes, I know. And you always look so good.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, and I just wanted you on the show so that I could say thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And I'll be in for my cleaning next month.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And we'll be right back with our next guest, Dr. Susan Woods.
We love our home.
We take pride in our home.
And since we got our new windows from Window World,
It's more comfortable in the summer.
It stays warmer in the winter.
Because of our Window World windows, our energy bills have gone way down, and the value of our home has gone up.
And our house is beautiful.
You'll notice a difference.
You'll notice a difference.
Not only do we stand behind our windows,
We stand on them.
Be the best for less. Window World. That's Window World.
Thank you for watching Kim's Just Asking. And I'm here with my next guest, Dr. Susan Woods. How are you, Susan?
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. Susan is a personal friend of mine, and she's doing this show for me because she is also my dermatologist. My kids go to you, and I go to you, and maybe I can get my neighbors pretty soon. It seems like I'm just bringing over the whole crowd. So your office is really nice. I really like it, and it's in Austintown.
That's right.
When I go over there, I think that there's somebody new over in that building.
Yes. Last Thanksgiving, my husband moved in next to me in the building, so I can open up the doors, and his office is connected to mine.
That is so funny. Can you shut the doors too when he
We
gets
can
on your
shut
nerves?
the doors if it's not so good. We can open the doors and have lunch on Wednesday if it's good.
Oh my gosh. Now he's not a dermatologist, right? He's a thoracic surgeon, vascular
Yes.
surgeon. Yeah?
Thoracic and vascular surgeon.
Okay, so that's Dr. Schmetterer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you, because I think that this is great. Dr. Schmetterer and Dr. Woods. Now, why aren't you both Dr. Schmetterer?
Well, his calls are more emergent than mine, and so I really didn't want them to mix us up and get calls in the middle of the night with serious problems that I
Yeah.
wouldn't
didn't
be
want-
able to get back to sleep with. So
Yeah.
he takes all the hard calls. He deals with the inside of the body, more emergent problems.
And you're on the outside
And
of the
I'm on
body.
the
It's a
outside
great
of the
thing. You
body.
guys got it all covered, don't you?
We do.
Well, plus I have to say, although Dr. Schmetterer is a very great name, I would not want to give up Susan Woods. It's just so glamorous. Hi, I'm Susan Woods. I think I might even tell people that sometimes if you don't mind.
Hopefully I'll become famous on your show.
Yeah, there you go. So, Dr. Woods, the reason I wanted you to come onto the show is because, like you saw in the clip, we made fun of the fact that, you know, the nose hair and the ear hair, but the fact of the matter is facial hair is very embarrassing, and I think a lot of kids struggle with it, a lot of women, and apparently a lot of men as well, but we have to wax, pluck, tweeze, laser, you know, whatever we can to stay looking feminine and like a woman. But when you get a lot of facial hair, you know, there's a lot of stories you hear about laser hair removal. Is it work?
Well, the same method doesn't work for everyone. That's why there's so many methods out there.
Okay.
Lasers that you go to in the doctor's office, they tend to work the best for people who have very light skin and dark hair. It can work on other skin types, but that's the optimal skin type.
It is, because I heard that if you have like, when I get like a facial hair, sometimes it's like a gray or I'll say blonde, we'll go with blonde. But if I have a blonde hair, I heard that the laser doesn't work on that.
The laser doesn't work on blonde hair or gray hair, no.
It doesn't. Okay. So you do this in your office, correct?
Yes. We have the diode laser that we offer that service. And usually you have to do it 3 times, about a month apart, in order to get a significant reduction of hair.
Are there other options?
There's other options. There's always electrolysis. There's waxing.
Okay.
There's threading, which is a Indian procedure that's done in the mall. You can also buy home devices, which you can see on the internet nowadays. There's a
The
device
No-No?
called No-No, which in my opinion, the name of it is appropriate.
Because no, don't use it.
It's in my opinion, it's not the best device. It's a heat device, and you can get burned with it. Not the most effective. There's another home device called the Tria, which is actually a laser, FDA-approved laser, which is used for the home. It is expensive, probably about $500.
Oh.
But it is effective. It's just slow. The process is very slow.
So when they show my soap opera star does that, Blair. They show her going like this, like it's just coming off. I want to call her and say I'm sorry, but I trust you because you're on my soap opera for so many years. I feel like I know her, and here, she's acting like it just comes off, but it doesn't.
It
correct?
doesn't. No, the spot size on the home laser, such as the Tria, is about 1 centimeter. So you have to spend a lot of time. Going over the
And that's
area.
not something you want on your face because of the heat, correct?
You could do the Tria on the face, yes, because it is a laser.
The-
It has
oh, okay,
different
Tria.
settings, and that is a safer device.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to do the no-no because you could burn your face, correct?
In my opinion, it's
Yeah. Okay.
There's better devices.
I really appreciate asking and you giving me that advice because I don't want to spend the money and find out because I never send those things back when they don't work.
Right.
And then I end up stuck with them.
Inner Circle Canfield. Come and see why it's much, much more than a pizzeria. The 42-seat granite bar and 7 plasma HD TVs make this the best seat in the house to watch your favorite sporting events. The casual setting is perfect for family meals and get-togethers. Enjoy all the original IC favorites plus specialty pizzas, seafood specials, salads, and daily lunch and dinner specials. Dine in or carry out. Inner Circle Canfield. Before, during, and after the big games, it's the place where food and fun are endless.
Welcome back, everyone, and I wanted to thank you for watching Kim's Just Asking. I have my next guest on who is very beneficial when you have just a little bit too much hair and you need somebody to show you what to do, but you don't want to, you're not quite a candidate for laser surgery. So I would like to welcome Diane Elrod. Diane, thank you for coming to the show today.
It's great to be here.
Great. You work at Panache Hair Salon and Day Spa in Boardman, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and how many years have you been an esthetician?
Over 20 years.
You have a really good reputation, and I know a lot of people that have gone to you and that that you're friends with even, that are, it's a small town, so you have a really good reputation and people talk well of you.
Thank you.
So, yeah. I was really intrigued when we talked about waxing. I mean, you do a lot of other things. I mean, I know waxing isn't your main thing. You do facials and everything else that has to do with the skin, and it's actually like a spa, and as far as that goes, correct?
Correct.
I was really intrigued with the fact that you said that when there's a girl that's maybe 9, 10, maybe even 11 or 12, and they have that facial hair, that is so hard when you're at that age. Don't you agree? I mean, they just get so teased that you're willing to wax them at that age, that it's appropriate for them to do that, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Can be done. The skin is more delicate at those ages, of course, so you want to coat the skin properly.
Okay.
And most young girls at those ages, I'm not really dealing with a whole lot of sides of face hair. I'm not asked to do a lot of that, but so many of them will get, I'm teased because I have a mustache. I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
More
I'm
than
teased
anything.
because I have a mustache for crying out loud. I can imagine if I was, 13.
Right.
So
that's really easily remedied, as long as it's done properly.
And they really shouldn't try to do it themselves because they can burn themselves. Because I do know they sell the waxing things,
do.
but when you're at that age, it's just too
I don't
fragile.
recommend they do it themselves,
Okay.
especially that age.
There's a myth that when you wax, that your hair comes back thicker, darker. Is that true?
No.
So if a little girl, or not little girl, but if they wanted to get, a teenager wanted to get her face waxed or her lip waxed, it's not going to grow back thicker, does it?
No, because the whole goal behind waxing or any of these other procedures that Dr. Woods talked about is to either weaken the root or destroy the root. So the waxing is the same thing. You're pulling, so you try to get the majority of the root out. So once that's gone, then you're not going to get more hair. So there's nothing that's creating more hair. There's nothing that's stimulating more hair growth. And oftentimes, if a woman tries to shave the face or do things that cut the hair off on the face, it's a disaster because then you end up, it ends up very hard and like bristly, almost like a man's beard, which you never want to do.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it would seem like it would, instead of having a fine tip, it just would, just come straight out, you know?
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah,
Mistake.
yeah, and don't shave your eyebrows because I did that when I was little. It's not working either.
Shave nothing as a woman on your face.
And I put a Band-Aid over it. And my mom says, "What's that?" And I said, "Oh, I cut myself." And she said, "Really?"
No.
She was on me. Yeah,
Right.
I know. I'm not a good liar when I have a Band-Aid over my eye. So I know.
Yeah.
Why don't men wax their face?
That's a good question. I've never known men to wax their face.
Yeah, I've never seen that
they usually
before.
Shave that, and men wax other areas though. I've done men's backs. Usually unwanted areas.
Yeah, like the 40-year-old virgin. That was my,
Yeah.
my husband was on the floor laughing at that one when they did that. That has to be a little painful. Boys sometimes get the thicker eyebrows or the one eyebrow, and I know that they'll want to do right here, but they don't want to tweeze because then they look like girls. Now, is it something that they could come in to your salon and get waxed? Is that embarrassing for them to do, or is that, is it just easy and
it isn't at all
quick?
Embarrassing. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And especially, mostly when I have boys in, especially young boys, they just want the middle done.
Then it's only fair they should be able to look good too. I mean, we do it.
Right.
Why
and
not?
you just don't want to make them look too feminine. So you're not going to give them a precision, precise looking arch or something that a woman would have.
Okay.
So you're really going to clean it up and just make it look neat and trim it, and then it's appropriate for a man.
Diane, thank you so much. You gave us a lot of information. And Dr. Woods, thank you as well. I really appreciate both of you coming on the show. You gave us a lot of good information that I think a lot of us can benefit from. So next we will have our home segment with Vic. CR Electric Incorporated is a locally owned 24-hour electrical contractor specializing in industrial and commercial work with the ability to do design build and PE engineering projects. Stella & Dot designs an irresistible line of fashion jewelry and fashion accessories that can be purchased exclusively at home jewelry parties or online. Shop their collection of women's jewelry, including fashion necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, or become a stylist and have your own jewelry party selling jewelry, handbags, and other accessories. It's like having your own jewelry company. Contact Melissa Dapolito for more information. 330-540-7401. Simcoe Management knows how to make an apartment feel more like a home. They are a locally owned and family-operated business providing superior customer service to their residents since 1962. For all your housing needs, you can visit them online at www.simcoe-apts.com. Simcoe Management, the area's finest in apartment living. Preston Hyundai Boardman is a proud sponsor of Kim's Just Asking.
So, Roger, here's kind
Nick.
of what we're talking. Hey,
What do you got going on for me today?
I've got Roger with Window World from Boardman here, and
Hey,
we're
Roger.
looking at your
How you
condensation on your windows here. The two panes, with the bottom on the inside and this in the middle, and Roger's going to help us figure out what's going on.
Right. Well, that right there is upsetting to me because I have these beautiful windows. I walk in the front door and the first thing you see is that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Roger?
I think maybe we could use some Windex on it first.
Hey, I clean the windows.
No, actually, people with windows like this, big windows like this, is a common problem. And what happens is as they move, when the house settles, it pops the seal in the windows, and then you get condensation in there. You can never get back out again.
Right.
So this is something that you would want to call an expert out to take a look at these windows because it needs to be fixed and replaced because it's not doing its job.
That happens a lot with the bigger windows, you
Yes,
say?
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And that's because the condensation's in between the glass? That's
yes.
what your indicator is?
Right. When you
Okay.
can't clean it, when you can't get to it to clean it from the outside
And
or the
I
inside,
did
that means
clean
it's
it.
ruined.
Okay,
It looks like it.
So I am going to have to call Gina at Window World. Is that who I would call?
Call Gina at Window World. She'll
Okay.
set you up.
All right, great. And now I didn't understand because that one's on the inside of the window, and then I have some condensation on this one that is actually on the inside of the house. What is up with that?
Okay, this is a totally different thing that the homeowner may actually be able to fix this themselves. What that means is there's too much humidity in the home, and they can actually try to turn down the humidifier on their furnace and actually take the humidity out of the room. Once you see it gone, you can start adding it in little by little because you don't want your house to be too dry. And when you see it appear again, you'll know where the magic mark is on the furnace.
So I wouldn't have had to call you right off the bat for something like that. I could have saved $1 and...
You could have saved some money by just doing
Trying
that
that.
yourself, trying that.
All right, so I'll turn down the humidity a little bit, then I'll wait and see if it goes away. Then I'll turn it up a little bit the next day, maybe, or whenever I see a difference, and then we'll just play it by ear. And then if it doesn't go away, I do need to call Window
Then,
World.
yes, then you would call an expert.
Okay.
Well, Roger, it was nice seeing you. I really appreciate all your
meeting you.
help.
Yep.
And you saved Kim some money, and we really do appreciate that.
Ooh, you saved me money. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go ahead and clean those windows whenever you want, too.
4 years, and I think that was the first time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very clean. All right, take care, Roger. Bye.
Thank
All right,
you.
Roger,
Yep, thank
thank
you.
you. Take
Bye.
care. Come on, kid. Let's go see what else you got.
All right. What's our next project, Vic?
I don't know yet.
Hey everyone, we're here with Jake and Leah, friends of mine that volunteer at Angels for Animals, and they've brought 2 very lovely pets to share with us and to introduce us to. Jake, who do you have over there?
This is Gemma. She is a 4-year-old pit bull.
4-year-old. She is absolutely beautiful. And who do you have with you?
I have Spot, and he's 3 years old.
Spot. And Spot really wants to go outside, so we're saying no, Spot, you cannot go outside and play, because we're going to try to find you a home, and then you can play. Well, these 2 are both looking for a loving home if you're looking for an addition to your family. And I'd like to tell everybody that the facts about pit bulls aren't necessarily true. It's about how they're raised, that they're very friendly animals, and it's a misconception that they're bad dogs. So we need to find some homes for pit bulls and stop breeding them, please, because they're the #1 euthanized dog in America. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for bringing your friends over to meet us, and have a good day.